Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to be talking about another concept, which is doing all your videos in one take. And you do have to understand the concept we talked about previously, which is projects. Making sure that you're doing all your videos in one take. It requires that you use the project feature. Anytime that you add or change anything, you don't want to stop the recording and start another one over. You want to save even the mistakes to your project file. It's much more effective to do this and go back and edit out your mistakes. To do this, you want to be able to see on the timeline where you need to edit by putting a marker there. And we've shown you how to do this, but let's go over that again. And you can do that by going to the marker menu and then just going to this bar. And you can do that again. You can do that as many times as you want to. And remember, you can also do this during the recording process by hitting the marker key while you're actually recording, which is, again, yet another reason why you want to make sure that you are doing your videos with at least two screens. You want to be able to have that timing and that marker off to the side where you can click it, yet at the same time keep focused on what it is you're presenting. Now, what some marketers, myself included, mark their own edit space by stopping, allowing a little silence to pass, and then clapping 3 times loudly near the mic, like this. What this does is this produces a visual effect on the audio timeline that'll look different than anything that you're doing if you're talking. And that means when you see those 3 claps, when you see that signal, that means then that that's where you need to go and focus your attention in editing. Now again, you can do this while you're actually recording. So while you're recording, if you're kind of cruising along and you're talking and then you discover, oh, I should have said something else. What you want to do is you want to stop, clap 3 times, and then go back to the point where you should have said something different. And then you'll know how to determine where it is you're going to actually place your edit. But you mark the place at which you make the mistake during the recording process. And of course, as we said, all of this is going to be visible on the timeline. And as you do these things, you want to be able to keep your changes, and you save them as you go into your project file. Now, the other thing that you want to do, you want to make sure that you program the pause button as you record the way that you want it. And this is an important thing because you need to be able to pause the recording at the push of a button. If you try to do it by catching your mouse and trying to figure out where you're going to click on the actual recording toolbar, it'll keep you from finding the most accurate point and delay you in how you're going to be able to edit your video. So you want to make sure that pause button is programmed the way that you want it. And basically what that means is that when you look at your tools option inside your recording toolbar, you want to make sure that whatever you program this to be, that you know what it is. If it's going to be F9, it's going to be Control F9, that you're able to go to that button and you're able to click it in order to make the recording do what you want it to do. So there will be a default, but you can change that default to be whatever you want it to be. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.